This is E3 2014, and here's what we think. I'm Dan.
And I'm Jeremy.
And this is the Dedicated Server. Well, hello everyone. This is Dan, as you know from the intro, and as you should also know from the intro, this is Jeremy.
Hi there.
Hi, Jeremy. I totally did not draft you to help me this week for E3 coverage, and I'm forcing you to sit in my basement tied up with nothing but a pail.
He's lying. I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, he's totally in Ohio. But yes, he's helped me this week with E3 coverage. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Anytime, sir.
Right now we're covering Ubisoft, who, I'll say this, they started strong, they ended strong. I don't know what happened in the middle.
Assassin's Creed happened, Dan. Assassin's Creed happened.
Just Dance happened.
Just Dance 2015 now with mobile support.
Oh my god, a new Just Dance every year? Oh, wow. I'm so excited.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. No.
Although now you will have a game to dance to your Nicki Minaj songs to.
Who's Nicki Minaj?
I'm sorry, I meant Pharrell.
Who's Pharrell?
I'm sorry.
You're assuming I leave my gaming chair at all.
Not to dance, and definitely not for the other game they showed.
Shape Up with exercise.
And the Kinect that nobody wants?
I have a moral war waging against exercise, okay?
What executive at Ubisoft or developer from Ubisoft walked into a GameStop and saw piles of Wii Fit boards for $4 a piece, said, hey, 10 years ago, everybody exercised at Wii Fit, not really. Let's make a game out of this.
It sounds, the way they talked about it first before they showed the footage, it sounded good in concept, like running down the top of a train, chasing after someone, and like it sounds cool at first, like putting you in a video game in these situations, but it's not really how it came out.
The biggest, how do you make it an Xbox One exclusive with Kinect when they're not even the innovators of motion control like Nintendo is? That game screams Nintendo.
Well,
I mean, they're not going to put it on PlayStation with the PlayStation dildo either.
It's because they got boned by the Xbone no longer coming with the Kinect. If it still kept coming with the Kinect, I could understand this, but it's just not going to work.
Kinect or no Kinect, I don't understand this.
I mean, pretty much, I understand these two games to market. It's the casual gamer who isn't so much into video games, who's like, I mean, I can have fun doing this. Because let's face it, you have those soccer moms who love Just Dance. And, I mean, they are sort of party games. And it makes it more accessible to those people now. But, I mean, what casual gamer is getting an Xbox with a Kinect for Shape Up?
Nobody. Because nobody should buy an Xbox.
They should buy Xbox if they have the money to spare.
After they buy a PlayStation.
Yes. Now that we got all the icky stuff out of the way, well, icky-ish, because, I mean, there's still Assassin's Creed Unity.
I don't want...
We're going to catch flack for this. I know we're going to catch flack with this. I'm so sorry, everyone.
I don't care.
But Assassin's Creed, it's overdone. It does not need to be an annual game.
They need to take 2 or 3 years off from Assassin's Creed. They need to overhaul the gameplay, and they need to stop being the Madden of adventure games. Death Taxes, Madden, and Assassin's Creed should not be the only guarantees of every calendar year.
No. Here, let me pull up my notes real fast for what I wrote down for Assassin's Creed. Let's see. Combat looks almost exactly like Assassin's Creed 4. This is Assassin's Creed 4 during the French Revolution, with only one sword. That's my notes.
I have no notes because Because when they announced another Assassin's Creed game, I decided that I don't like Ubisoft anymore.
Okay, there is one mechanic that they add, which I kind of like, but you can't just add one mechanic every game. And it's the co-op where up to 4 assassins can work together, 4 different assassins, to complete the same objective. Okay? I can see that just being really sloppy, really messy in the gameplay. But, I mean, it's a cool concept. We'll have to see how it pans out. And other than that, though, there's no saving grace for this game, in my opinion.
Me, the same here. Let's move on to
The good
something
stuff?
that I think you're pretty excited to talk about.
You mean the monkey dying?
Why'd you have to bring that up right away?
I am distraught about this, okay? 4 minutes of awesome with 5 seconds of horrible, nightmarish tears, okay?
I'm pretty sure we should tell people that we've already named this monkey.
Chip.
Yep.
Chip
We
the
think
monkey.
he's alive, and he's going to be the sidekick of the villain in Far Cry 4.
Ubisoft, you better be listening to us. You need to make this happen. I demand Chip the monkey. Anyone watching this, write to Ubisoft. Demand Chip the monkey evil sidekick.
It has to happen.
It has to happen.
Far Cry 4.
Okay, that being said, for anyone who has not been keeping up with Far Cry 4, they showed the first 4 minutes of cinematic footage for Far Cry 4. And beautiful. Beautiful. You start off with just a fake passport, some cash, and a gun on an armed bus towards the Himalayas. All hell breaks loose at the checkpoint. People die. The monkey dies.
No, he didn't.
I
We didn't
hope
see a body.
I hope you're right. I really sincerely hope you're right. And then the villain lands in his helicopter, coming off with his hipster haircut and
Played by
his
Troy
awesome
Baker.
Troy Baker impression.
Who's famous for being in everything ever that's ever been made.
And at first, you just see him shaking his head like, what the hell happened here? Let's be perfectly honest. The reason why he's angry at his men for shooting at the bus isn't for possibly killing the main character. It's for possibly killing his pet monkey, okay?
Has to be the pet monkey.
It has to be the pet
I
monkey.
repeat, we did not see a body.
I mean, why else would he get so angry to stab the commander of the checkpoint, okay?
He's a pretty stab-happy guy.
Yes.
Also cursed a lot.
Pretty freaking creepy guy. Troy Baker did a beautiful freaking job with him, okay?
It definitely one of the high points of all of E3 was this trailer.
This trailer alone is the reason why I am getting Far Cry 4, okay?
Wow. That's high
Yeah.
praise.
I mean, all the other stuff is just frosting on the cake. This right here is the reason. He's not a bland villain.
No, he's if he was the next Bond villain, everybody would forget about Javier Bardem from Skyfall.
Oh, absolutely. Who cares? You can take off your face. We have Troy Baker over here. You take a selfie with someone with blood on your face like it's nothing.
Which is disgusting, creepy, and ridiculous.
It speaks volumes about the villain.
Yes.
And he stole the spotlight for the entire trailer.
It was pretty amazing.
Okay? I mean, I can talk about how awesome this villain is for probably half an hour, okay?
At least 7 to 8 minutes.
Yes. At least 7 to 8 minutes. Let's move on to my third favorite thing about Ubisoft, because that was my second favorite. We're saving the best for last.
Driving across the country in real time.
Woohoo! The Crew. If you haven't heard about it yet, it's an MMO driving game. I'm not really a big driving game buff.
Neither am I.
But you can go from the East Coast to the West Coast without a single loading screen. It's all one map for everyone. So, I mean, people are going to be taking over their hometowns. Let's be perfectly honest.
Yes. And in case you were wondering, yes, if you live in Ohio and you've always wanted to drive to Iowa, but not actually get in your car.
What's this obsession with you in Iowa?
I just find it to be...
Do you have like a cornfield you plan on taking over in Iowa?
If I do, I know I can drive there in real time from my couch, and it'll take just as long as it would have taken if I got in my actual car and drove there.
That being said, I'm not the only one who's excited about this, okay?
No, I'm excited for the concept of it. I feel like instead of going to the big cities, people need to take advantage and go to places like Kansas City or somewhere in North Dakota and take any of those places over instead. Because if you just go to the big cities, it's going to be nothing but a giant firefight,
Oh,
and it's going to be frustrating.
well, I mean, race battle, but yeah. Enough people love this that when they announced at the end of this segment for Ubisoft that an open beta was coming out, the website crashed because so many people were trying to sign up.
Which is pretty insane.
Yes, it took me half an hour to sign up. Um, I mean, at the same time, it's the best idea for a video game and the worst idea for a video game. It's going to be an awesome social experiment, and that's why I'm excited for it.
Maybe I will join you in that one. Let's just go right into what was our favorite part of Ubisoft.
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
That would be Rainbow Six.
Siege.
Holy crap.
I
I
can't say a bad thing about this.
No, it looks amazing. The voice acting was amazing. Just the real-time destruction of the environment was amazing. You can't hide behind a wall anymore.
Not meant to give you protection.
And they shred it like paper.
Swiss cheese, man. Your house will be Swiss cheese by the end of the match.
I mean, you can blow through the ceiling and attack people after sending in a probe drone to look in the room and get the lay of the land.
And also, like, the way you can, like, barricade and give them different options to go in and out, it gets very tactical. Very tactical, very fast. It's going to be more than just your shoot 'em up multiplayer.
And I am terrible at first-person shooters. I'm totally the guy that when they're rappelling down the side of the house at the beginning of the trailer, the one that they have to turn around and look for because he's behind everybody because it's probably the guy who can't figure out the controls of the game. That's me. And I feel like I can pick this game up and learn it quickly and jump right in, and I'm very excited to play this game.
I'm making my friends get it. Most of my friends will love it. I have 2 or 3 that don't play this type of game. They're getting it with me. It's going to rule my life for a good month.
It has a shot at being the first truly exceptional next-gen shooter.
Yes.
After Destiny.
After Destiny. Well, Destiny's more than just a first-person shooter, okay?
Well, we can talk about that in a different video.
Yes. Now, with Rainbow Six Siege, they're focusing on multiplayer rather than a single-player campaign, it looks like. Also, that being said, it looks like Rainbow Six Patriots, which they talked about a few years back, is no longer happening.
No, and I'm okay with that if we get this game.
Me too. This is probably going to revitalize the series. Wow.
Just
wowza.
Listen to me, first-person shooter developers. Get rid of the campaign mode. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to play it. It's usually bad.
You know what? We're saving that for another day, because one day, you and I were going to have a podcast about how campaign versus multiplayer in first-person shooters.
And if you take the side of campaign, I will win that argument.
Oh, we'll see about this, okay?
Okay.
It's kind of hard to top off the big finish that Ubisoft had. And also, Troy Baker is the man.
He really is. Let us know how much you love Troy Baker in the comments below.
Feel free to hit that like button because, well, Troy Baker.
And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe annotation. Troy Baker would.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Jeremy.
And this is the Dedicated Server.